Hello everyone, good morning. So I've just been like trying to furiously get ready, pack. I didn't really get a lot of it done. I was able to get my nails done yesterday, so that's the good news. But we're leaving today and I have to get everything like ready, you know. I didn't even have time to pack yesterday. I didn't have time to clean the house yesterday. The house was pretty clean, but like, you know, get everything sorted before we leave. A ton of stuff, like there's just so much going on. I'm like, so I'm up early right now. I'm just gonna do very light makeup today. So that's what I am currently doing right now. Shaking this. I just did the Ilia base face milk makeup or whatever. So I was editing last night. Like I didn't start editing till like 8 o'clock and I had to do my vlog. And then I needed to do like finish my Tortured Poets department, which I like had to finish the first part of the reaction and then I had to work on the second part of the reaction and edit that whole thing in there like an hour long, hour and a half each. So I'm like, oh crap, but I wanted to like get it mostly done at my house while my internet's good. I don't really trust a lot of internet situation at hotels. So we are staying at a hotel. I'm staying at the same one as my parents. So I'm excited to see my parents today. I have not seen them this year at all. And I feel like that is just way too long. Especially for my family for sure. But I've been feeling, you know, I feel very excited, especially, I mean, to see everybody. I mean, my brother's having a very, very big wedding. A very big wedding. Which is obviously very different than the situation that I had. And I was talking to my mom yesterday about this because I was like, you know, it's hard when you're on these trips. And I was like, oh my God, I hope I wasn't rude. But I didn't do it a lot. But I was just telling her, I'm like, I wonder if people find it rude, like brides find it rude. You know, when you're on like a bachelorette party trip or like, you know, it's their wedding weekend. And, you know, I wonder if people find it rude when like you bring up your own wedding. And I feel like, honestly, I was trying to put myself in, you know, that person's shoes. I'm like, I probably wouldn't want to hear about somebody else's wedding, you know, in general. Like, it's my weekend, you know? So the problem was like, I felt like I brought it up. I felt like I brought up my wedding like maybe 2 times to Becky when I was with her. I'm like, you know what? I probably should just not even say anything. Like, I know she doesn't care, but it did like just start the thought process of like, okay, I need to be really mindful this weekend, like to not bring up anything about myself or talk about, you know, my wedding. I just like, because I feel like if I'm even doing it and I try to be pretty self-aware about stuff like that, where I actively like, I'm like, okay, is this like annoying? Like, am I bothering people? You know, I try to be like that. And hold on one second, I'm looking for, I need a cream bronzer. But yeah, I was just like, okay, I need to be mindful because I guarantee like if I do it, then I know other people are probably also doing it. And it's probably like, okay, well, we don't care about you. This is about me. So anyway, I don't know why I got on that tangent just now, but well, that's because I just brought up my own wedding. Talking about it, hello. Talking about like, you know, the difference in my wedding. But my brother invited a lot of people. Like, this is a very big wedding. They invited like basically everybody, you know, from our past pretty much, like old neighbors and old friends and a lot of my parents' friends and like our family, that like even very, very, very extended family as well. So I'm especially excited to see my parents and my siblings, obviously. I do feel like, you know, going back home is going to be weird. I'll be honest about that. I think it's going to be a little weird. Like, I don't know why I've been I do kind of know why, but it's because I always am. I'm very nostalgic recently about just like my old house. It's like crazy because it's just always been, you know me, like I'm so bad with that. Like I can't stop recalling those times, and it's like always in a positive way, but I do it obviously a little bit like where it's like, okay, it's a little bit too much. I'm gonna do a little bit of this blush. I feel like I need to put a little bit more foundation right there. I'm using makeup right now that I'm not packing because I already have all my stuff packed still from New York. But anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I just feel like nostalgic. I feel like I'm a little bit worried for myself because I feel like I just kind of get really nostalgic. I'm like, oh, I just love it so much. Like I love where I grew up. I think about it all the time. So I think it's because I've been watching, like there was a trend a little while ago on TikTok, and it was basically like early 2000 things you forgot about. And it was this really nostalgic sound as well. It was like this weird sort of like it was like aquatic music or something, but it was so nostalgic. I'm like, why is this so nostalgic? But I'm watching these and I'm like, oh, I was remembering being like a kid. One second, I'm gonna do some powder under my eye, but I have something in my eye. I just like to set it because I feel like I get a little bit dewy looking. I'm trying to do like very minimal makeup because I don't want to be wearing a lot today, because I kind of want to do that thing. Did you ever do this before prom? Where I tried to look really ugly the week of prom, and then I tried to do like, then I was like a major slay, like it was a major like glow up moment the day of. I mean, did I look that great on the day of either? No, I didn't. I did not. I wish I could go back and redo my... I just didn't, like by that point in high school, I didn't know, at no point in high school did I know how to do makeup or my hair. There was no point ever that I knew how to do any of that stuff. So I wish I could go back and like have all of the tools that the kids have today, where they've got, you know, the spray tan, the extensions. And I will say I did feel a little bit peer pressured, not by anybody but myself, but I was like, should I like self tan for this? You know, like, because I'm wearing like a strapless dress, and I'm like, should I self tan, like give myself a little bit of a boost, like, I don't know. And I was like, you know what, no, I don't think it looks good on me. Like I look back at that time of my life and I go, I looked really bad. I think it actually really, to be honest with you, aged me too. Like I think I truly looked like a leather shoe. And it's like, I was putting it on my skin. Like, and I was like not ever maintaining it either. Where always like all over my hands, and I would just leave it. It would like be pilling up. And so I look back and I'm like, why was I doing all that? I remember moments of like before big events where I was furiously, freakishly driving around. Like one time I drove maybe an hour because it was the only place that had like an open spray tan machine. I think that was like when I was maybe in high school or something, but I drove like so far and it like still didn't even look good. It still genuinely looked really bad. I'm like, okay, I can't be doing this. I look back, I said I can't be doing this, but I continue to do it for like literally 10 more years. But yeah, I look back, I go, I don't think that was not my greatest look. And I also look back and I think, wow, my hair looked even worse. My super bleach blonde hair in combination with the spray tan, no. That did not look good, no. But I really genuinely believe for a very long time that I couldn't do my makeup properly with like more pale colors. Like I couldn't figure it out, because genuinely, I will say this, and you'll know this if you like spray tan a lot and then but you're like truly very pale naturally. It's a completely different set of makeup that you use. Like you do not use any of the same colors. Like down to your lipstick, you can't, a lot of those lipstick colors don't look good depending on, you know, how tan you are. So I think that was my thing, is I kind of had to start my makeup collection over. Like for example, I have, like, look at this. I was using this, okay? Shade number 4, this is medium. What was I thinking? What was I thinking with this? Okay, look at this shade. This is old Marc Jacobs. You still love these if they bring these back out. That's not me. Like, who is she? Who was that? But yeah, I think the combination of that was so bad, and I look back, I go, no. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like bronzer and like bronze it up. That's it. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. My nose is running right now, and I hate that. Yeah, you know, and I was realizing too, because when I was rewatching my reaction, it's funny because I was so out of it the night of, and I think we all were. When you do it on release night, it was such a gauntlet, honestly, to stay up that late. and listen to those like back to back to back. It was just a lot of information intake, and like I said, I just like kind of go by vibes when I first listen to it. I don't really listen to it and like try to decode the lyrics right away. Like honestly, the song Peter totally went over my head that that's like Peter Pan reference. Did it? I'm like, oh, somebody pointed that out later. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I didn't catch that at all. Like I didn't even think about that could be related to that. But anyway, so I think when I was watching back my So Long London reaction and how I've reacted to it just in listening to it on my own time as well, like I realized that the part of So Long London that really gets me is the very end. It's really not the rest of the song, but it's a specific line, and it's the part at the end. I'm not going to say it correctly because I don't have good information recall, but it was basically like, so long London, we had a good run, a moment of warm sun, you'll find someone. Like, and for me, I wasn't relating it to myself or relating to it at all in the sense of like a relationship, because I don't really have like that to relate it to. I just was relating it to the sense of like this is a time that's passed, like kind of the thing that makes me sad about, you know, my old house and like, you know, growing up in a certain area, and that like it's just not the same. My parents don't live there anymore, and it's like it's over. Like it's truly over. And we did have a good run. Like I could cry thinking about it right now. And it's sad. It's like embarrassing. But I feel like what it evoked was that feeling of, oh, we had a good run doing this. Like this was a good run. This was a happy time. Like it was a moment of warm sun. But this was a place. Like, and because she reframed it as like so long London, like so long London boy, you know, and instead of saying like so long to this specific person, she was saying it to this entire city. It became obviously like a place for me. And I think I relate to that more because I just relate to like, you know, that. But that's what it was like. That's what was making me, I think, the most sad, is the feelings of nostalgia. Like, okay, this is a time that's over. But this was, for a long time, a really good time. Like, even if there were bad moments, it was a really good time. So that's not only my interpretation of the song, but also like, and obviously their relationship and commentary on their relationship, but it's also a commentary on my own life. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's like, come on, girl, like get your shit together. But I just, you know me, I get very nostalgic. So I hope I don't like fall into the depths this time. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I have to go take like a Sudafed or something. Wait, I need to do a little bit of a lip before I go. Probably not gonna vlog a lot today, just so you know, because I'll be in the car. I feel like I need some color. Ooh, I like this. Actually, I do like this watermelon flavor. You know what? I actually, by the way, I'm not loving this. I actually like the other one better. Just the regular tubing. I don't know why. I just feel like it, like, kind of, it's not really making my lashes what I want them to be. But maybe it's one of those things where I need to, like, leave the tube half open for a while. And it needs to dry out a bit. But, like, they're like, spider lashes for real. There's the look. All right, so I just got everything packed, so feeling really good. I just watered all my plants as well, so hopefully when I get back those don't die, but I did like overwater them so they'd be good for a couple days. But I wanted to show you my little snack pack. I am taking this little bag that I got at the Harry Potter Studios. So I'm bringing 2 bags. I ordered these off of Amazon. 2 bags of Cheetos because I can't find them in the grocery store. They took them out of my grocery store. So I have 2 bags of those. Okay. And then I have this, which Jarvis and I have like a funny road trip story, but every time we go on a road trip, we like eat these because we were about to road trip to somewhere. I don't remember where, but we were in a Jewel and this guy came up to us like as we were looking at all the candy and he goes, "Oh, you need to try this. Like, you've got to try these Twizzlers." Like, it was the most enthusiastic thing we've ever seen. He's like, "I got addicted to these on a road trip once," and we were like, all right. So we bought them, and then we were like, wait, we love these. But I only like the cherry ones, but I love them. So I have those. We have a bunch of Go Macro bars for Jarvis using. He eats these. I also packed some liquid IV, you know? I have some napkins in here, and I might make some sandwiches for the car as well, and like just to eat like lunch on the road or something. So we're gonna probably leave it around 1. Oh, you know, I'm gonna pack some bananas and apples as well, so I need to do that actually. Before I forget, let me put those in there. Okay. So that's what I'm packing. So anyway, I am gonna probably try to edit really quick before we go. It's only 9:50 and the vlog's already over, but yeah, I'm gonna just kind of quickly edit. I do not, like the thing I hate the most is on travel days. Like I love the daily vlog, I love it. It's gives me purpose every day, but the only day where I'm like, I do not, like this is stressing me out is on days like this where I have to travel, and then I've got like stuff at night. I've become very averse to nighttime activities. Like if anything is like even creeping around the time of like 5 o'clock, I'm like, okay, this is getting really late. I have to edit. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. I will be doing some vlogs when I get back, some hometown vlogs. I cannot wait to see everybody and see, you know, the old place. I'll have to drive by the old house. I'll have to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if my car just takes me straight there. And Jarvis is coming, by the way, he's driving. But anyway, that's it. Bye.